Hello, my name is Arjan of the Greenhouse Seed Company.
And I'm Franco.
And we are here with the White Widow, probably the most famous plant in the world, or at least one of the most three famous plants in the world. We have to give some honor to the old breeder in Holland, Ingmar. Together with me, we developed this plant in the early 90s. This plant already won the prize in the early 90s with some little competitions. And at that time it was called Arnhem's Wonder. It changed later into the name of White Widow, and we obtained it in the early 90s and commercialized it into a seed and named it White Widow. It's a very, very famous plant. Again here, the Brazilian South Indian, it's out of the white family, and a short indica with tremendously amount of white crystals. Huh?
Yes, it's a 9-week flowering time for a full spectrum of cannabinoid and terpene production, but in 8 weeks it's already commercially very ready. And just incredible. The flavor is very, very deep, almost reminds of cedar and pepper. The effect, indescribable. It's one of the faster hitting, longer lasting indica effects in the range of cannabis. And yeah, worldwide now. There's not much I have to say to smokers about the effect of the White Widow. Also here we are performing a test. It's a hydro versus soil competition. And in this case, there's not so much difference. The hydro is a little bit bushier. Both plants were cut 28 days ago as clones. They rooted for 14 days, then they went into these 2-liter containers for another 14 days of 18 hours.
Okay, also here the NPK we keep on a 2:1 ratio. The temperature we keep around 27 degrees in the day and 20 in the night. The water temperature we keep at 22. The humidity we keep around 60 and 70% because the plants are still a little bit young. EC we keep at 1.5 and the pH we keep at 5.5.
Yes, and we have been performing some measurements to see the difference between the soil and the hydro. And you can see that definitely the height is winning on the soil side at the moment, but the width and the total bushiness of the plant and the leaf width is winning on the hydro side, even the thickness of the stem at the stage.
Yeah, there you will see that in the end the plant will be going much faster because the leaves are so much bigger.
Metabolism, yeah. And they will be repotted in 65-liter containers very soon. They will go into the flowering period. So we will show them again to you when they are 1 week into the flowering time.
Hello, we are here with the famous White Widow in week 1, day 7 of the flowering period. And in this situation, we're going to show you a plant with a deficiency. You can see some yellow leaves in the bottom. The root ball was not as strong as it should be when we started, so we're going to follow this plant also. We raised the EC to 1.8 and we changed the ratio of the NPK to 1:1. The humidity we lowered a little bit to 60-65% in week 1, and the temperature of the room stays until 26-27.
Yes, and we can really say that concerning the development, this is the only plant out of over 50 plants we're filming that has a higher development in the soil than in the hydroponic this week. The hydroponic White Widow grew from 23 to 39 centimeter, that's 1.6 centimeter per day for the last 10 days, compared to the 1.8 centimeter per day of this White Widow in soil, organic 100%. So we can see that at the moment they're very much in competition. It's going to be very interesting to see if this White Widow in Rockwool is going to catch up. My feeling tells me yes.
So see you in week 2 of flowering with the White Widow. Hello, we are here with the White Widow in day 14 of the flowering period. NPK micro ratio now 1:2. Humidity in the room 55-60%. EC 1.8, pH 5.5. Room temperature we keep around 26 degrees Celsius in the day and 21 in the night. Now also here, the lights we use is a 600 watt HPS high pressure sodium. And in day 14 we can see the first flower develop.
Absolutely. This White Widow had a few root ball problems. Nevertheless, the flowers are showing really, really nice. It's going to be very white soon.
Yeah, it's good to see a good plant as a midget also.
Absolutely. The comparison in the measurements, the hydro went from 39 to 47, so still 8 centimeter stretch in the last 7 days, while from 42 to 55 for our soil grown organically plant. So a 13 centimeter stretch. The leaf is 14 long, so no change from last week, and it's still 2.7 wide, pretty much the same measures as we had last week. We can see that it's getting branchy, it's getting very nice, so small size but effective.
See you back in day 21 of the flowering period with the White Widow. Hello, we are here in day 21 of the flowering period with the White Widow. Every plant realizes that she has to start producing flowers now because of the 12-hour photo period. We from Greenhouse Seed Company are going to show you the secret to blow up your plant and get the maximum yield out of it. After day 16 of the flowering period, we have flushed the plant with 60 liters of water and a low EC doses of 1.3. Then we have dried out the plant for 5 days. Now we are going to feed it with a solution of 1.8 EC to blow up the plant to get the maximum out of it in flowers, Frank.
Absolutely, and with 1.8 the White Widow gets really white and the nugs get really compact. A few measurements about the growth in the last 7 days for the White Widow. In hydroponics she went up 5 centimeters to a total 52 high, and the plant grown in organic soil with just water, no fertilizer, went up 4 centimeters. So very comparable, very similar. Very curious to see what's going to happen in the next 7 days with the resin, because it's already getting white.
Hello, we are here with the White Widow in day 28. This is one of the most important days and weeks of the plant's life. So make sure that you flush again, because between week 2 and 5 the flowers are exploding. Make sure you get a lot of oxygen to the roots. And Frank, we have a big surprise for our customers.
Absolutely. We are very proud to announce our complete new range of testing. We are going to test for over 60 different terpenes in the resin, and we are testing for the 5 most important cannabinoids. And at this moment, after 4 weeks of flowering, the White Widow has a full over 9% Delta-9 THC in the resin.
See you back at day 35 with the White Widow. Hello, we are here in day 35 with the White Widow. And this is the moment to check the values of your room. Make sure your temperature is not below 20 degrees Celsius or above 27 degrees Celsius. Your humidity between 45 and 55%. Make sure you have a little air movement around the leaves so you don't get any stilled air there. And also make sure the air is exchanged a few times an hour. We have flushed the plant for 2 times now, and after that dried it out for 4 to 5 days to make sure a lot of oxygen goes to the roots. And next week we're going to flush it 1 more time to boost up the flowers, right?
Absolutely, and we can see the White Widow already getting very, very white. A few brown hairs on the tops already. You can see the nugs getting very compact, beautiful genetics, nice compact size. In this case the organic was able to catch up because of this damage of the root system at the beginning, but we chose to let it go to show you how a little plant can be productive and full of resin as well. So nice test going on, and we see you soon.
Hello, we are here at day 49 with the famous White Widow. The flowers are nearly ready to harvest, Frank. 1 week to go.
Definitely. And for the last 10 days of the flowering period, the flushing is what is needed to remove every particle of feeding, to remove all the salts in the medium, and make sure that the White Widow gets that really pungent, spicy, typical flavor. Fantastic plant. Really tight nugs also. Beautiful.
Yeah, for such a little plant it came out beautifully, yeah?
Definitely.
See you back at day 56, harvest day, with the White Widow. Hello, we are here in day 56, the beginning of week 9 with the White Widow. And it's harvest day. Yes, it's very, very quickly, because with our new system that we have shown you for the last few weeks, drying out the plant, we can speed it up. And this only happens under optimal conditions. If your room is not so well equipped, you go 1 or 2 weeks longer. Now, we're going to show you all about manicuring, taking away the big leaves first and then the small leaves, explaining you about the curing process.
Definitely, yeah. It's time to take her down.
What a crystals on this one, huh?
Beautiful.
The White Widow.
And after the flush, all the flavor is really clean from particles and residues, and full-on terpene profile, uncontaminated. What a smell.
One of the most famous plants in the world, the White Widow, Greenhouse Seed Company. So the stems and leaves of the organic grown White Widow, 125 grams. The flowers of the organic grown White Widow, 460 grams.
We go on to the hydroponic. Leaves and stems. Just 85 grams. And the bud material on the hydroponic plant, quite a difference with the organic. Not really, 375.
Now, the most important thing comes now. Make sure you dry your pot very, very slowly in a humidity controlled room. 2 to 3 weeks preferable. The slower, the better. And after, when it's dry, you pack it in a paper bag for 3 to 5 months under 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. Make sure all the chlorophyll goes out, and then you have a beautiful end product with a very, very nice taste. White Widow, Greenhouse Seed Company, one of the most famous plants in the world.
Nice one.
Hello, my name is Arjen of the Greenhouse Seed Company,
And I'm Franco.
and we are here with the dry material of the White Widow
The soy plant, 67 grams.
and the hydro plant, 56 grams.